Launching an online course. It's a concept that has captured the imagination of many. The idea of creating something that can reach people across the globe, sharing your unique insights and expertise, is undeniably exciting. Imagine the possibilities. Your knowledge, your passion, your hard-earned skills, all packaged into a course that can help others achieve their goals and dreams. It's a thrilling idea, isn't it? The thought of making a difference in someone's life, of seeing your students succeed and grow, is incredibly rewarding. And let's not forget the potential financial benefits. Creating a successful online course can lead to a steady stream of passive income, allowing you to focus on what you love while earning money. Sharing your knowledge with the world, watching students flourish, and yes, maybe even achieving that dream of passive income. It's a vision that many aspire to, but few actually pursue. Why? Because the journey from idea to launch is fraught with challenges and uncertainties. But let's face it, the thought of actually launching, it's daunting. The fear of the unknown can be paralyzing. You start to question everything. Is my content good enough? Will anyone be interested? What if I fail? These doubts can be overwhelming, and they often stop people in their tracks before they even begin. It can feel like stepping off the edge of a cliff. The fear of taking that first step can be so intense that it keeps you from moving forward. But here's the thing. Every great achievement starts with a leap of faith. It's about pushing past the fear and taking that first step, no matter how scary it might seem. You've poured your heart and soul into crafting the perfect course idea. You've spent countless hours researching, planning, and creating content that you believe in. You've envisioned the impact it could have, the lives it could change. But now, as you stand on the brink of launching, the fear sets in. You're excited to share your expertise. You know that what you have to offer is valuable, and you're eager to get it out into the world. But with that excitement comes a wave of anxiety. What if it doesn't go as planned? What if no one signs up? What if the technology fails you? But then, the doubts creep in. They whisper in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, that your course isn't worth it, that you're not cut out for this. These doubts can be crippling, and they can make you second-guess everything you've worked so hard to create. What if nobody signs up? The fear of rejection is real, and it's something that every course creator faces. The thought of putting your heart and soul into something, only to have it met with silence, is terrifying. But it's important to remember that every successful course started with 0 students. It's the persistence and dedication that make the difference. What if the technology fails you? In today's digital age, technology is both a blessing and a curse. It can make things easier, but it can also be a source of frustration. The fear of technical glitches, of things going wrong at the worst possible moment, is something that every online course creator has to deal with. But with preparation and the right support, these challenges can be overcome. What if you're not cut out for this after all? These fears are real. They can make you question your abilities, your worth, and your potential. But it's important to remember that every successful course creator has faced these same fears. They didn't let them stop them. Instead, they used them as fuel to push forward. I've been there myself, staring at a blank screen, wondering if anyone would ever care about what I had to teach. The fear of failure, of putting yourself out there and not being received well, is something that every creator faces. But it's in those moments of doubt that you have to dig deep and find the courage to keep going. But here's the thing. Every successful online course creator has stood at that same precipice. They faced the same fears, the same doubts, and the same uncertainties. What set them apart was their willingness to take that leap of faith, to push past the fear and take action. The key is to take a deep breath, acknowledge the fear, and then take that leap of faith. It's about believing in yourself and your vision, and knowing that the journey won't be easy, but it will be worth it. So take that step, launch your course, and watch as your dreams unfold. First hurdle: content creation. It's the cornerstone of any educational endeavor, yet it often feels like an insurmountable challenge. It sounds simple enough: package your knowledge into digestible modules. But then you start. The initial excitement quickly gives way to the realization of the complexity involved. Hours disappear down the rabbit hole of research. You find yourself buried under a mountain of information, trying to sift through what's relevant and what's not. You write a script, hate it, rewrite it, and then stare at the blinking cursor, wondering if you actually know anything at all. The self-doubt creeps in, and you question your expertise. I remember spending days agonizing over my first course slides. The pressure to create something perfect was overwhelming. Font size, color schemes, the perfect image for each point. It felt more like designing a website than building a learning experience. Every detail seemed crucial, and I was paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong choice. I was so focused on the aesthetics that I forgot the most important element: engaging content. The substance of the material was getting lost in the pursuit of visual perfection. Eventually, I realized that the key to effective content creation lies in balance. It's not just about how it looks, but how it communicates. The goal is to make the content both informative and engaging. Feedback became my best friend. I started sharing drafts with colleagues and friends, gathering their insights and making improvements. This collaborative approach not only enhanced the quality of the content, but also boosted my confidence. Over time, I learned to embrace the iterative process. Each version of the content was a step closer to the final product. The journey was challenging, but the end result was worth it. So if you're struggling with content creation, remember this: it's a marathon, not a sprint. Take it one step at a time, seek feedback, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Each challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Just when you think you've conquered the content beast, you encounter the next monster: technology. It's like a never-ending game of whack-a-mole. One moment, you're riding high, having just nailed that perfect blog post or video edit. The next, you're plunged into the depths of tech despair. You encounter the next monster: technology. It's not just about knowing how to use a computer. It's about mastering an ever-evolving landscape of tools and platforms. Each one promises to make your life easier, but often they just add another layer of complexity. Choosing a platform, setting up landing pages, integrating payment gateways. It can feel like you need a degree in computer science just to get started. And let's not forget about the constant updates and new features that you have to keep up with. It's like trying to hit a moving target. One time I spent an entire weekend wrestling with a webinar platform. I thought it would be a simple task, but I was wrong. The audio wouldn't work. The chat box exploded with error messages, and I ended up delivering the entire presentation with a slideshow stuck on repeat. It was a nightmare. The audio wouldn't work, the chat box exploded with error messages, and I ended up delivering the entire presentation with a slideshow stuck on repeat. I had prepared so much, but technology had other plans. It was a humbling experience, to say the least. Needless to say, it wasn't my finest hour, but it taught me a valuable lesson. In the battle against the Technosaurus Rex, persistence is key. You have to keep pushing forward, learning from each setback, and celebrating each small victory. Because in the end, it's not about conquering the beast. It's about learning to dance with it. Okay, you've got killer content, the tech is tamed, now you just need students. But marketing, it's a whole other beast. Social media, email lists, webinars. The options are endless and overwhelming. I remember launching my first course and hearing crickets. Days turned into weeks and still no sign-ups. I started to doubt everything: my content, my marketing, even my own expertise. It was brutal. Finding your feet. Here's a tip that, well, changed everything for me. Focus on your ideal student. Who are they? What are their pain points? What keeps them up at night? Once you know who you're talking to, creating content, navigating technology, and marketing your course becomes much easier. You're no longer speaking to the void. You're having a conversation with a real person, offering them a solution to their problems. Conquering the chaos: content, tech, and sales. So how do you conquer these challenges? Content. Start with an outline. Break down your course into bite-sized modules. Focus on delivering value in each lesson. Remember, clarity trumps complexity. Technology. You don't need to be a tech wizard. Choose user-friendly platforms. Test everything rigorously, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Sales. Build an email list. Connect with your audience on social media. Offer valuable free content to attract potential students. A note of gratitude. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I know firsthand how daunting it can be to launch an online course, but I also know the incredible rewards that await those who take the leap. Ready to soar. Don't let fear hold you back from sharing your knowledge with the world. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.